everybody, mediocre cover band guitar guy, how's it going? Let's get the elephant out of the room right away. It's another fucking Strat. So, in all of my trying to get used to the volume knob and complaining about the volume knob placement, and finally I decided I was going to get a Telecaster, and in a moment of weakness, not that it's a moment of weakness because I love Tellies, I just realized, I guess, after a while, I missed the volume knob location and its functionality to be able to bring it down to like an 8 and then when I need to boost the solo, oopsie, slipped. That I liked that option, being able to use the volume knob and its placement. So I thought about it and I said, you know what? After all those years of working with a Strat, my main guitar for 20 years was a Strat, and but it was a hardtail, and I managed to make it work. And I got this one last week, and I love it. It's got I don't know if you can see it there, like a frosted maple neck. It's pink, which is different, but I got the idea when I watched the Nikki V video from Nashville. All right, let's get at the task at hand. Enough talking about Strats and stuff like that, because I get in trouble every time I talk about Strats. Let's talk about these. And I did a video years ago on like the difference between a cover band and a tribute band, but there seems to be a lot of tribute bands popping up all over the place, and there's just so many different styles of tribute. And I'm going to give my 2 cents on it, okay? So if you're doing a tribute to a band and you're going to be called this is, or this, whatever the band's name, like a Red Hot Chili Peppers tribute, you need to sort of get your ducks in a row. Use similar equipment to what the Chili Peppers would use. Kind of, you gotta have a Strat like Frusciante. Try to dress like them, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to do when you're putting a sock around your bird, but, still, it'd be funny, wouldn't it? Not really. But anyway, the whole thing is that then you get the guys that do the tributes that don't, and I think that takes from it. But the new one that I'm noticing now is that there are tributes going around, and they're doing covers that us folks, well, when I was doing covers, would do in the bars, and now they're doing them in art centers and theaters, and people are paying upwards of $40 to go see it. And I find it odd because once upon a time they wouldn't pay $7 to go to the club and see it. Do you know what I mean there? Like, and I'm thinking about, like, they're doing the exact same songs. They're doing the Fleetwood Macs. They're doing all these tunes that we would play in the bar, but now they're doing them in front of a bigger audience for more money because they put the word tribute there. And I don't really get it. Like, it's a tribute to rock and roll, okay. We were all doing tributes to rock and roll, weren't we? We were all tribute bands in that regard. Like, for instance, Randy Hutchings is in May doing a tribute to the songs of Chris Stapleton, the music of. He's not going to dress like Chris Stapleton because he's not coming out and going, he's a, Chris Stapleton himself tribute. He's doing the songs of, and it's all in the wording. Do you know what I mean? Like, I went on a tribute tour, and the guy he looked like Alan Jackson. It was the mustache, the hair, the cowboy hat, the hair down, everything was there. Like, everything was, even right down to the cowboy boots and jeans that he wore in the Chattahoochee video. It was there. I know they did like a tribute to the band a while ago. We lost all the members and whatever, and that's a tribute to their music, to the songs of them. They had guest appearances from people. It was about the music. But I'm really stumped on this whole thing with cover bands going into a theater, an art center, and doing the same covers we've all done. And all of a sudden let's pay $40. That's awesome. Nobody's doing that. And bands like the one I played in recently just basically went in the corner and died. It's like we crawled into the woods like an old cat and lit under a tree, and that was it. We were done, People weren't going out, but they make their way. I guess, there are other factors there, but let's think about it. You pay, well, I'm not going to pay $7 to get into the bar, because if I go into the bar, that's $7 a beer, but I'll spend the equivalent of a case of beer to go to the art center and watch them play those exact same songs. So it confuses me a little bit. And don't get me wrong, there's a new one going around now, Rock on the Rock, or Rock of the Rock, or whatever, for my American viewers. Newfoundland, our province here, is called the Rock. It's just one big rock, right? It's try digging a hole. You need a backhoe to bury a body. It's crazy. But that the Granite Planet, it was nicknamed by a beer company here. But it's top-notch musicians, but they're doing the same stuff we did in the bars for the most part. When I say top-notch musicians, you're not getting better, right? So Jason Shepard, Chris Feener, all those guys, really, really talented players, really, really great guitar players. But yeah, I don't get it. People wouldn't, and it's no knock on them. They're doing it, and if you're succeeding and you're filling up these centers, God love you. That's great. More power to you. I hope it builds into something even bigger, like the whole Rock the Vault thing, and it evolves into that for you guys. I really do. And I mean that sincerely. This is more, generated at the perception of, I'm not going to pay $7 to see a cover band, but I'm going to pay $40 to see a cover band. So, and these guys aren't going to dress up, in the whole, because they're doing such a vast catalog, and that's understandable. But anyway, that's sort of my rantishness for today. Like I said, I don't really know what to make of that in that sense. If you're going to go check out any live music, if this video is up in time and edited, you should head over to Westside Charlie's this evening. Got a great band over to playing. You go over and watch Fred Hiscock play some guitar. He's a phenomenal player, plays in an AC/DC tribute here, does all that stuff. Great player, plays in a bunch of stuff. I've never really met him personally, but I can say that I've seen him play a bunch of times, and he's a great player. Next weekend, the 22nd of May, Westside Charlie's in Paradise. Check out my good buddies, Todd and Doug Randall, playing Westside Charlie's, the Misty City Ramblers. And if you're around for the St. Patrick's celebrations around the 15th of March, my guys in Cripple Creek, Don, Searle, Brent, and Toby, they're all going to be playing at Rumors Lounge in Avondale. So you should get out and check all that stuff out. I don't know if anybody's going to stay along to the end of the video to get those shout outs, but let's hope they do. And remember, if you need to get a guitar set up, look up Searle Drover on the internet, on Facebooks. Does a great job. My telly back there, you can see it in the video here. Still an amazing guitar. Just what a great setup. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support, and I'll check back with yous later.